Okay, this is Michael Schenker, the Michael Schenker Group with Lost Horizons. This is the guitar solo 311 to 530 and 606 to 733 from Rockplast. Alright, this is for John. So you've got all of them covered, John, from Lost Horizons. 9-pager. This one was longer than I anticipated. One thing Schenker did a lot of times with his soloing is he would have his wah-wah pedal on, and he wouldn't always be working it like a gas pedal. He'd have it set. It's not consistent through all of it. I don't have my wah-wah pedal in here, but he's not going crazy on it. But if you want to get a little more of that tone, plug into a wah and get kind of a mid-rangey trebly sound. 311, let's jump in. Tuning is standard. 15B bend. Fingering you can kind of experiment with. I put it on some of the notes, but like, you know, he'll do some different stuff than I would finger-wise. Like even on the bend, he'll use middle finger, where I would go third. So 15B, we're bending a whole step. It's vibrato. We're going to bend again, 15E, and then bend again, vibrato. Bend the 15 again. And then on the high E, go 12, 14, 15, vibrato. Okay, jump up to 14, 15, 17 on the E. 15, 17, 17, bend, vibrato. So that little last phrase is 319, you're right where you need to be. 17E, bend, release, pull off to 15. And then 14, 15, 17, 14, 15. He goes into an arpeggio, and I did write the fingering for this. So you have, wait, see. You'll go 15E, 17B, 16G. So see your arpeggio. The minor. 17D. So 16G, 17D, 14D. Then go 17, pull off to 16, and 14 vibrato. It's and slide off. 323, back to the 15B, bend, vibrato. Then Schenker did a lot of this stuff. 12, 15 on the B string. Pick the 12, do a series of trills really quick to the 15th fret. 328, we got fret 22, high E, bend, again, vibrato, again with the release, again with the vibrato. So it's let's go to timestamp 330, and you're gonna go on the E string. So 15, 19, 17, 12, 16 E, and it is in there. I know that sounds odd, but that's what he does. 15B. He does these a lot too. 15B bend, and on the E and B do your 12th fret. 15B, 14G, 12B, 14, 12G, slide to 9. So it's pick the 12G, and then 9G pick, hammer 12, pull 9, hammer 12, pull 9. It's, but he's going into a kind of a fast riff. He goes 12, 9, DG, 12D, so it's same concept on the D and A string. 10A, 12A, then release, vibrato, slide. So that's it's cool. Okay, let's go to page 3. 15B, timestamp 335, bend. And then 12B, this is 4 times he goes. So it's hammer 15, pull 12, 14G. Watch the pick directions in this, but it's Okay, a little trick. My index, I'm muting the G string, so we don't get that. Okay. From there, 12B, 14 pull 12G, 14D. So that's a nice little subgrouped riff. 14 bend on the G, 12 B E down up, 15 pull 12 E, 15 12 B E, 15 pull 12 B, 14 12 14 G B G, pull to 12 14 D, 12 G 15 E, vibrato bend, and that's timestamp 339. Let me play that riff. Oops. See the pattern in there? Especially when you get to the 15E. (15-12E), 15B, pre-bend release 14G. In other words, you're gonna bend or ahead of time, release, pull off to 12. So it's 14D, and then shift that finger up to the A and go 14, 13, 12, 10, 12, 12, bend, release, 10A. So, see how I kind of flatten the third finger from the 14G? I just, it's kind of flat, I just shift it up. That way I'm not individually lifting the finger. Or that's D to A, my bad. 12D, slide to 14, vibrato. So that is. (352) 2G, step and a half bend. It's a 3-fret bend, bending an A to a C. Go. Same thing on the 9th fret G. Timestamp 4 minutes. 9G. We're gonna hammer to 11. Slide to 12. Slide to 14. So it's pick the 14. Slide to 16. Vibrato. And then pick the 16. Half step bend release. Vibrato. Timestamp 407. 17D. You can then pick the 16, hammer 17, pull 16. That's on the G. To 19D, so it's slide to 14, step and a half, bend release. So we have, let me do that little phrase for you if I can find it. There. 411. 17B, and then pick 15B, hammer 17, pull 15, slide 13. So it's, and that's a good little riff to work on. 17B, step and a half, bend release, vibrato. 414, we're gonna go 15, 17 on the E, another pick, bend, vibrato. Moving on to page 4, 17 on the high E, half step, bend, or whole step, drop a half, bring it back up in vibrato. 17B on the high E, 15, 17, 17, bend, release, pull off to 15, 19B, 15, 17 E, 19B, and then an arpeggio. 15, 17, 16, EBG. So it's 422 on the high E, 15, 17, 17, half step, vibrato. 17, half step, bend, release. Pull to 15, 17E, half step, vibrato. Pre-bend, half step, release, 17E. Pulling off to 15, then we jump to 22E, bend, vibrato and slide. Okay, 431 timestamp. Back to some classic Schenker stuff here. Oops. 15B bend, 12E, 15B pull to 12, 14G, 12B. So if we subgroup that, we have this. 15 pull to 14 and 12 on the G, 14D, 12D vibrato, so the whole riff. Up to tempo. 434, 3rd fret G or B, you're going to bend it. Again, vibrato. 3, 0, 3, 0, hammer 3, pull 0, so it's 2G, 2G, bend, release, open, 2, bend, vibrato. 437, on the G string we're going 4, hammer 5, pick 5, vibrato. Then bend, release, vibrato. 5G, bend, release, pull off to 4 now. 5, 7, 5, pull 4, 7, pull off to 5, again, 7A. 5D, 7 pull up to 5 twice, 7A, 5D. So basically like a, it's in there twice, right? 445, 15B, bend, vibrato. 12E, 15B, 14G bend, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12D, on the A string, 14, 13, 12, 10, bend, release, slide. Let's play that run at 445. You know, he's moving on it. 440, open E to 17E. Bend, then pick 17, 15, 14, 17B. So it's 15B vibrato, slide. Timestamp 453. Cut the Sustainiac back a little bit. Okay, 6 times of this. 15B bend, 12E twice. Do it 6 times. So it's just alternate pick all that. So one time the 15 will be a down, and the next time it'll be an up. Watch. So 14G bend, 12E, 15B bend, 12, 12E, 15B bend, 12, 12E to 17B, step and a half bend. That's a 3 fret bend. 458, 12E hammer to 15, and that's a fast trill. It's then go on the E, 15, 17, 19, 19 half step vibrato. So it's 19 half step bend release, 17, 19, 19 half step vibrato, then 19E half step, and then bring it up a whole step from there, and then 19 half step vibrato, 19 full step, then 19 vibrato, again 17 vibrato, hammer 19, then go 19, 15, 19, 17, 15, so it's 19B, 15E. Moving on, page 6. 17E, kind of continuing this concept. Yeah, to 19B. Arpeggio again. 15E, 17B, 16G, slide 14, slide 12. Here's the arpeggio. So remember, you know, just keep subgrouping these into small riffs and repeat them. Okay, I try to give little examples in here, but I'd like to see you do that throughout all of this solo to get it, you know, perfected and all the inflections right. 5/14, we've got 12 slide to 11 G, 12, 14, 14 bend vibrato. So it's 5/17 unison bend, 12E, 15B. I like to back that with the middle here. We're going to bend the B string and vibrato it. So 12E, 15B, pull off the 12, 14G, bend release, pull off the 12, 14D, pull off the 12, 14A, 12D, hammer 14, pull 12, 14A, 12A, 10A, hammer 12, pull 10, 12E, 10A, vibrato. I know that's a mouthful of riffs, so let me play it for you slowly. You know, there's 4 subgroups within there. One could be, the next one could be, you know, you just piece it. You know, if you have to do 3 notes in a subgroup, that's fine. And that goes twice, by the way. 5/25, another unison bend there with the vibrato. 12E, 12B, 15B. This is a cool pattern. 14G, 12B, 12, 14G, 14D, 12G, 12D, 14D, 14A, 12D. Let me play that for you. Here it is with the bend. Okay, on the high E, go 14, 15, 17B. High E, 14, 15, 14, 15, 17, 15, 17, 17, bend, vibrato slide.